I wanted to look at this and... Okay, Charlie Kirk tweets, if you are attempting to politicize the senseless murder of 14 innocent children right now, you should probably stop. Pray for the families of the students and the community in Uvalde, Texas. Okay, so this is something that conservatives do every time like a big tragedy happens and their rhetoric or their policies are at fault for it. They're saying like, oh, don't politicize this because you know it's such a sensitive issue, and it's like you're using the children's deaths for political gain. But of course they'll do the same thing you know, when someone when something bad happens that they can take advantage of, like I don't know, I can't think of an example right now, but to Hades with you, that's a nice way of saying go to hell. To Hades with you for attempting to push away the needed discussion. If gun violence on children isn't the topic of the conversation, I don't know what is. It's lunacy to see people wanting a solution and you're like, let's not talk about it, let's pray. Yeah, it's like, if now is not the time to talk about it, then when is the time? It's never the right time to talk about it. Not for these people. And like, when it's in the news, when the news cycle is so short, yeah, if we don't talk about it now, then if we wait a few days to talk about it, then like, people are going to be talking about something else. Like, people were talking about the great replacement and the Buffalo shooting just like a few days ago, just only a few days ago, and now like are they going to move on to this and talking about gun violence? It's not just about gun violence. It's really a real mental health issue in this country. And I know like right-wingers say it's a mental health issue, like, oh, it's not a gun issue, it's a mental health issue. Like, okay, so what are you going to do about the mental health issue? They don't want to do anything about anything. They don't want to solve the gun issue or the mental health issue. They don't... Let's just chill for a second. Yeah, they don't want to solve any issues. When they say it's a mental health issue, they mean this individual person was mentally ill, so probably their takeaway from that is probably like mentally ill people are bad and we should stigmatize mentally ill people, not like we should try to solve the mental health issues in this country and like make this country a nicer place to live in, maybe, so people aren't so fucking depressed and driven to madness to the point where they kill like children now. I don't know. This story just dropped, so I don't know if like I don't know if the gunman is like an adult or a child, but like a student at this school. But like sometimes it is a student, like a teenager or even a kid who like usually teenage boy usually, who like brings a gun to school and just shoots up the place because he just fucking hates his life, he hates his school, he hates everyone at school, and like, is that his fault? I mean, it is his fault for like taking that out on other people, but it's not his fault that his life sucks, right? This is not something that like anyone's talking about really. No one in the mainstream is talking about how like this hyper individualism is like driving people to madness because they don't know why their life sucks, and they don't know how to get help. They don't know how to reach out to anyone because like nobody can help them really, and it's like everyone's so hyper like individualized and atomized that nobody supports each other anymore. And like, oh wow, it was elementary school kids. Yikes. I find it hard to believe that an elementary school kid would bring a gun to school and shoot their classmates. I mean, what kind of sick person would like kill like little kids? You have to be pretty messed up. I mean, there's a reason, like, who knows what the individual reason for, like, the individual cases are. I mean, like, there could be all sorts of mental health issues. It's not like, but, like, this is a big problem. This happens all the time, and there has to be, like, some big systemic issue that's causing all these mass shootings, because, like, this used to not happen. Yeah, Americans have had guns for always, forever, and, like, mass shootings have not become a problem until now. It really is a mental health crisis in this country, and when the right wing says mental health crisis, they don't really want to actually like make rates of mental illness go down, because they don't really have a solution for that. I mean, do they? No, they don't. When they say it's a mental health issue, they do that to divert attention away from the gun issue and to something else, and they don't have a solution for the mentally ill. If anything, they're saying, oh, mentally ill people are dangerous, so we have to stigmatize them and demonize them and, like, blame them for our problems, which will just make the problem worse. I mean, when has stigmatizing an already, like, oppressed group gone well? And, like, no, never. I remember seeing this thing like, oh, you have to be wary of people or teenagers who, like, are alienated from their community and are like loners, and that's like among other things. But, like, that's kind of messed up. Like, if someone's, like, very, like, lonely and can't like, doesn't know how to, like, talk to people or whatever, like, avoiding them is just gonna make the problem worse. Like if only someone, like, made friends with like, I'm not saying, like, just make friends with school shooters, but potential school shooters. Actually, I am sort of saying that. Like, at least just try to talk to them. Anyway, maybe we can talk about this more later on when I've developed my thoughts a little bit. Yeah, it does seem like mental illness, people with mental illness are sort of stigmatized. I guess the problem is better now than it has been. Like, I don't know, actually, how worse it was in the past. Yeah, in the past, like, in America, crazy, depressed or anxious people have always been treated like they're crazy, and just, like, some of them are just locked in a loony bin. But of course, like, sanitariums or, like, psych wards or stuff, they're in better condition than they used to be. That's for sure. So. So yeah, if someone, like, has a mental health issue, then, like, people don't want to hang out with them because they're weird, and then that just makes them even weirder and even more depressed and mentally ill, and that just sends them down, like, a huge, like, spiral, downward spiral of, like, getting worse and getting more depressed, and then they get, like, institutionalized, and then, like, the institutions don't do anything to actually solve the mental health issues. I mean, sometimes getting therapy, getting medication, it does help, but it doesn't really solve the root issue of why that person is mentally ill in the first place. I guess, like, getting therapy can help you figure out what you have to do to get your life back together. Medication can make you feel better, so at least, like, it can get you back up on your feet, so you can like, take control of your life. But, like, other than that, not yeah, that's not going to do much more for you. Like, it's like, even once all that is done, you're still on your own. You can't ask anyone for help, because asking for help means going to therapy and just talking about your issues. That's not really helping. It is helping in a way, but it's not the kind of help that people really need to, like, not feel so fucking alone in this society. Yeah, it is pretty fucked up how we live in a society. Anyway, black people trying to buy groceries, Taiwanese Christians trying to worship, and elementary school kids trying to go to class. 1 week. Yeah, 1 week without worrying about their lives. I didn't even hear about the Taiwanese Christians. When did that happen? Did that just happen? Maybe there's so many mass shootings, I can't even keep track. Pray for the victims, families, community. The killer was Salvador Ramos, 18 years old. Oh. It was a 18-year-old guy. Kid. So yeah, it's a problem with youth. Like, the youth, young people are so, like, alienated from society. They're so atomized and lonely, and, like, I'm speaking sort of from personal experience, but, like, some people have it much worse than me. Like, I can't even imagine. I mean, I had it pretty bad. Well, anyway, oh no, and this guy's trying to make this into an immigration issue. Yeah, the killer was Salvador Ramos, 18 years old. I mean, do we even know if he's an illegal alien or if he's just Hispanic? If he's like, if the kid is like a Hispanic and you're like, did this guy cross the border illegally? That's pretty racist of you to just assume that. I mean, who knows, like, if he actually was born in America or raised in America, or if he did cross the border. But, like, if all you know about him is that he's Hispanic and you're like, is he an illegal immigrant? Yeah, that's pretty fucking racist. Our nation has a serious national security crisis evolving. Oh, hey, this is a perfect example of how the right wing will use tragedy for their own political gain, because it's like, hey, this totally contradicts what Charlie Kirk says. Maybe I should post this quote under here. Yeah, because this guy's totally, like, politicizing the senseless murder of 18 kids, because it's 18 now, right? Death toll is at 18 children. This guy's totally politicizing their deaths to talk about the, make this an immigration issue. I don't want to do this. Can we just take a screenshot right here? Oh, we should probably start with you then. Pay close attention to how quickly the media shift their messaging from potential white supremacy to gun control after learning the last name of the shooter. What? Oh wait, he's saying because this shooter wasn't white, it's not, then, like, white supremacy isn't a problem. If you are... Yeah. Maybe her too. 14 children on election day in Uvalde, Texas is known as an illegal border crossing site. Yeah. Yeah, what does this mean? The media shifts their messaging to potential white supremacy to gun control. I mean, yeah, the first shooting, one shooting was caused by, like, white supremacist rhetoric about, like, black people, non-white people replacing white people. And then this, I mean, in both cases, like, better gun control probably would have, helped. If, like, I mean, the Buffalo shooter had several guns on him, right? If there was, like, a gun registry where, like, all the guns can be tracked and the government knows, like, who owns which guns, which I know is problematic, okay? I understand, like, 1984 concerns and all that, but, like, Uh, maybe if they did background checks on the guy before he bought a gun, they would be like, this guy is a potential mass shooter risk. Anyway, yeah. We don't even know what caused this shooting yet. It could be like this guy just hated white kids and wanted to kill white kids, but like who knows? Probably not. That's probably not it. Oh wait, this Charlie Kirk tweet is more recently. People, code of vets followed or mentioned can reply. Wait, did he lock the replies after he was ratioed? Oh my gosh. 18.4k quote tweets and 1200 likes. That's crazy. This is a different kind of ratio. I mean, this is a ratio. These guys got ratio. As one vet to another, I think it's inappropriate for you to make the same mistake be construed as a political from your non-profit accounts. Hey, this guy's a vet. Or Leanne. Ooh. A lady vet. Hot. Because of his last name, you think he came to illegally, please. So that my fellow vets think of me then. Oh, this lady's a vet too? Cool. I love my female vets. Y'all are racist trash. You know you can have a Latino and still be born in the US. Yeah. I guess she doesn't follow me. That's a shame. I guess this lady's a vet too. Yeah, these are ratios. These are like ratios. But this is a different kind of ratio. This is a, what do you call this? A quote tweet ratio? 18.5k. Which is like 1k likes. Jeez. Wait, did I take a screenshot? Okay. We'll post this under Charlie Kirk's tweet because it's earlier, and of course we can. Plastic beats. Another morning comes. I'm just playing games. You know that's plastic love. We got to include the ratio in here, of course. Another morning comes. I'm just playing games. I know that's plastic love. Save a copy. Pencil plastic beats. Another morning comes. Media? Why don't we say, why don't you tell that to this lady? Because she locked her replies. Why don't you tell that to this lady then? I can't because she locked her replies. After getting ratioed. That's good. Okay. Hello? Is there a dog out here? Hello, doggy. A dog wants some food. She can lick this plate. There's a little rice. Few pieces of rice left on there. There you go. Look at the doggy. Look at doggy. Hello, Miss Doggy. Okay, so I think that's enough talk about this shooting. I want to see. Alex Jones is trending. I gotta see what this is about.